Oh, time is slipping. Day 331 of the worldwide Megacrisis Hungerstrike is late, and I realized yesterday I didn't do an update, and I'm about to miss today, but not going to happen. I'm getting on top of it, you guys. The singularity starting. There's so much going on. I'm sure it's happening to you too. Hang in there. Stay hopeful, right? You know our slogan: hope for the best, prepare for the worst, plot in all directions. This way, if somebody tries to say you're a naive optimist, you can say, well, I'm prepared for the worst. And if somebody says, well, you're such a pessimist, you need to hope, you say, well, I'm actually hoping for the best already. And if they say, well, don't be so extreme on the other side, you can say, well, I'm not, I'm plotting all directions. That's how you deal with people like that who are stuck in one-sidednesses, who are not really trying to solve the issue. They're more trying to get catharsis. And catharsis just means they use other people to vent emotions because they're unhappy with their own lives, or they're too fragmented within their own identity that the cognitive dissonance needs to be externalized onto somebody else. Don't do that. Learn about yourself. Know thyself, okay? Fragmented consciousness is the heart of the problem, and we know how to solve that by taking individuals who are in that painful state and helping to heal on a deep root level, which will also produce changes at every level of society, because how we think frames everything else we do. Work, intimate relationships, family, civil society, state, international politics. All of that right now is fraying. But we are starting God's government, as you know, or the wise government if you're a secular, or if you're artist. This is the government of maestros, government of messiahs, government of sages, the government of luminaries if you're secular again, and the government of genuine wisdom. My personal update is late. I am not back on the hunger strike. I'm, as you guys know, I'm feeling like it's getting a little bit long now. But there's constant bombardment of the legal cases where I'm fighting for the poor. I'm restructuring the justice system. I've made it my case where I've sued my government. 182 government officials, you guys. Nobody ever thought I would get this far. It's been 40 court appearances over 2 years, 150 motions. I went from the bottom courts to the Associate Chief Justice and the Supreme Court of Canada once, and I'm heading back there a second time. And I've sued the Attorney General of Alberta, which is the Minister of Justice's lawyer. And they were ignoring me, a year ago when they thought I was a serious litigant. I'm self-representing. I can't afford a lawyer. All the donations you guys are giving to me, all the help is going towards hiring the poor and the exploited in these 3 pipelines of recruitment that we have going on, right? And I'm taking care of all this stuff, the law, everything, the cases, because I know once I start the next stage, which is getting back on the hunger strike, and when you're hungry, you want to start getting food quick. So I'm going to be focusing on educating dozens of people from these 3 pipelines that we've built, the 80 Harvard contacts, the volunteer middle class, and the exploited poor, paid poor, maybe we'll call them. That's not a good word, but anyway, the exploited is what is actually happening. I'm sure you're starting to feel that way too, because inflation, a whole bunch of stuff is increasing. So I'm going to wrap this all up with the Attorney General. I just sent an email tonight. There's another 2 lawsuits that have to get started, blah, blah, blah. But it's important to have legal teeth in a way, so that the system takes you seriously, just like the Attorney General's office is taking me serious now, because I know how to file affidavits, legal documents. I know where all the fraying of the legal system is. We are not in a justice system, you guys. We are in a legal system, and there's a big difference. And in God's government, we're going to fix it. God's court of justice is actually of goodness and justice, where the poor are heard, the marginalized are heard. And the suicide rate in the legal profession is like 18%. So they're not even happy. The lawyers aren't happy either. 18% is a huge amount. And suicides are going up, you guys, right now. With the militaries, there is a 20... Do you know how many people die of suicide in the military? Way more than die of actual weapons. 21 times more. Can you believe that? People kill themselves more than they get killed in this fragmented, bizarre world that we're in. We can heal that. We can unite the militaries with a new de-escalation strategy called universal diplomacy, which is based on universal logic, as you guys know. So this is the genuinely wise, not naive approach to a wise utopia, not a naive, abstract one that actually takes into account the negatives of the world. Hope for the best, prepare for the world, plot in all directions. And I've been doing this for tens of thousands of hours, and I've learned the hard way. You cannot make a good system unless you embrace dialectic, the tension moment in the fabric of reality itself, which took a lot of research to find. And not just in one area, not just philosophy. I studied linguistics and math and politics and economics, and I've studied every society, every societal element, and many of the major societies in history to figure out how to build God's government the way Kingdom Come needs it to be. If you're secular, it's the genuinely rational government that is not the fragmented reason that's dead. The kind of logic that we teach in schools is causing the problem, and it's causing us to launch AI that's taking over everything. So that's where we're at tonight. Feeling pretty inspired. I just finished all this work. I'm out of food, so I'm going to order a little bit tomorrow so that I can have some omega-3s. That's the biggest thing, along with olive oil, fats. Fats are very important when you go on hunger strikes because your body makes hormones off of your fat. So if you don't have much fat, then your body can start dysregulating because it's not making the right chemicals, right? So I'm going to do that tomorrow when I wake up because tonight I'm fried. I worked hard today for you guys. I'm here to save your life, even if you don't realize it yet.